Now, my first guest tonight is changing the movie business with his pioneering approach to making films. He directed such hits as El Mariachi and the Spy Kids trilogy. His latest film, Sin City, opens on Friday. Take a look.
Goldie's dead. She was murdered and I was right here when it happened. I've been framed for murder and the cops are in on it. No reason at all to play it quiet. No reason to play it anyway, my way. Whoever killed you is gonna pay for me.
Open up, police.
I'll be right out.
That's what I'm talking about. Please welcome Robert Rodriguez, everybody.
How are you? Heard it was Texas.
You're from Texas, I
heard
think.
You're from Texas.
I've been to Texas. I had a nice time in Texas.
It's a great place.
Yeah. You come from Texas, don't you? San
I come
Antonio?
from Texas. I live in Texas. I live in Austin now.
Austin,
but we
Texas.
make our movies down there, and it's cool.
Is Austin swanky and hip?
It's very eclectic.
Eclectic.
You got college, you got the university, you got politics, you got high technology, you have the movie industry, you have the music industry. So everyone kind of does their own weird thing.
Very interesting place.
It is. It keeps it interesting.
You ever been to Dallas?
Dallas is pretty cool. But Austin, there's something really special about Austin.
All right, I'll go to Austin next time, but Dallas, I had a great time. No, I know, it's fun. So listen, your family, you grew up in San Antonio,
Yeah.
right? You were like 13 kids in your
There's
family?
10 of us.
10 of us.
Felt like 13.
Yeah. What did I hear 13? Is that just like an unlucky number?
No, it was 10.
Well,
It was
there was
10. I was the
10.
third oldest. And my first movies had my brothers and sisters in them.
was
I just
gonna
made
ask
them at
you-
home since I was about 12 years old.
Yeah, because El Mariachi, which was a movie which you made for... Now, a normal studio movie, so the folks understand, a normal budget on a studio movie is what? 60, 70 million dollars?
70 million nowadays is
Yeah.
more like 100.
Yeah, like 100 million for something like not even spectacular, just like people acting and stuff, like Meet the Fockers or something. Good movie.
Yeah.
No, it's a good movie. But like
more
nothing
like an
crazy happens.
Yeah.
Just people going, "Hey, you're a wacky guess, you too." That's like $100 million.
Yeah.
And you made El Mariachi for $7,000.
Yeah.
How does that happen? How can you make that so cheaply? How can you? What's the difference?
I did every job on the project.
Really?
Yeah.
So you
I didn't pay
like-
myself.
You didn't pay yourself, and you had the camera like.
You just made it any way you could. And what's cool is a lot of people now, I've met people who read like a book I wrote on that 10 years ago when they were 12, and now they're 22 making movies.
Yeah.
And they're going through the same process. It's wild to meet them and say, I was inspired by what you did, and now I'm doing the same thing. And it's true. It's really, I'm here in Hollywood now, meeting agents and going to studios, and I don't want to be here. I want to go back home and make movies at home.
See, I like that. Do you think the movie business is going the way that the music business went? Like, when people started downloading movies and everything became music.
Well, even
became
more than
dead.
that, back when about 10, probably longer ago, people realized they had equipment, they could record their own album at home, they could make their own music at home. And now movies are like that. I do everything out of my house.
Really?
I roll out of bed, I mix the sound, I'm doing the effects, I write the
you do the music on your movies
Yeah,
too,
you just
right?
do it right there at home. Because I have 4 little boys and I have to, be a good dad, so I'm there with them, and I make movies on the side.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So you get movie stars. You get movie stars to come down to you in Texas.
They come down there, I give them the babies, they burp the babies, and we shoot a scene, and then it's great.
And you make your movies quite quickly, right?
We shoot very fast. That's sort of the deal I have with the actors, because you get that kind of cast, and you save them a lot of time, because a lot of movies are spent, they usually say, I get paid to wait. They're waiting in the trailer a lot of time.
Right.
I'll hire somebody who may cost $20 million, and I say, well, that's because on that movie you were going to be there 10 months. You're going to be on my movie 10 days.
So what do you
We'll pay
get?
you very well for 10 days, and they're happy, and they don't want to leave.
What do you get for 10 days? Like $40, $50?
Yeah, $50.
So they come down. Now, how can you do that? What is the technique that allows you to make movies in your house? Because if you have to, like that scene we just saw from Sin City, how can you make something like that in your garage?
What's cool is I used to be a cartoonist, and when you're a cartoonist, you sit in one room and you create all these worlds with a pen and paper. And now with digital filmmaking, we're in one room shooting that entire movie.
So how do you do that?
It's a green room. And we shoot the actor, And you say, okay, right now you're in a hotel. Okay, now you're jumping off. Now you're in the snow. Now you're in a car. And we put all that in digitally to get that style.
So it's computer graphics. And you play with it all the time.
And I'm the effects supervisor, and I do the camera work, and I do the edit. I still make them like I did Mariachi. They're just big, giant home movies. And what the actors love about that is it's just so low-key and so experimental that they don't really feel like they're making a big movie. So I think they give them better performances.
Yeah, and they just have to act. It's like, there's no chair here. Well, act, there's a chair there.
Bruce Willis.
Paid for.
Bruce Willis goes. That's right.
Well, Bruce Willis.
And then when I did a scene with Quentin, he wasn't used to shooting on green screen.
Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino came and directed a sequence, and we had a car. I said, well, the scene you're directing, there's a car, and we haven't been using the cars. You can just use the steering wheel, and we'll put the car in there.
You just have an actor sitting with a steering wheel?
Yeah, well, they've driven before. They're actors. They've driven before. They know what that feels like.
Right.
And he said, no, I want to see him in the car, so kind of side by side together. And then he did one shot like that, and all right, get rid of the car.
Really?
He got into that way of shooting. And then you just concentrate on performance. That's what's really great about it.
And do you still have your family work on your movies, or do you actually hire people from outside now? Yeah.
I have a lot of family still show up and work on movies, definitely. In fact, the next movie I'm doing, my 7-year-old wrote. So he's like my Frank Miller on this one.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it's a family comedy.
Your 7-year-old son wrote your next movie?
He came up with this whole movie, and he was telling me about this character that he kind of created and said, hey, let's make a movie about Shark Boy. I'll be Shark Boy.
Shark
half
Boy.
Boy, half shark.
Right.
And I'm like, hey, I'm trying to think of the next movie. Here, hold on a second. And it took me a while to realize that was his dreams of empowerment. And then I pitched it to the studio, and they said, because I was scrambling for a project, they asked me, do you have any other movies for 3D? And I said, I don't have any. I got this one called The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D. And they said,
Shark Boy
that
and
sounds
Lava Girl.
Fantastic. Yeah. And it's like, my son wrote that.
did he come up with Lava Girl too? Or
yeah, because I said, well, we need a girl character. What else do we love besides sharks? And he went, lava? We're always talking about lava.
Sharks and lava?
Yeah.
Wait, you gonna pay him?
That's the thing, since I'm not like in the Writers Guild, the Directors Guild, I can actually give him credit where he probably wouldn't get credit because of arbitration process. So it says based on the stories and dreams of Racer Max.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So you can pay your son and give him the credit in the movie, and the movie business is changing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like that. You're creating stuff very organically and in the home, and when you're trying to make a movie like for kids or for families, you're trying to get back to that place when you're 7 or 8 years old.
Exactly.
And they're already there. So I found him gotten lazy. I'm kind of following him around with a notebook. He's like the golden goose now. And I was like, you got any other ideas?
Yeah, more stuff.
I don't have
We're going to take a break. We're going to come right back, talk about Sin City. Robert Rodriguez, everybody.